everybody, it's Holly and welcome back to Smile by Holly. Hey, it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to show you just a super easy way to make a gift card holder. And come on, gift card holders, you can use them for anything, for just a simple thank you, for a birthday. With Valentine's just around the corner, I've made mine with kind of a cute heart theme. I thought, what a fun little Valentine to gift somebody. And let me just show you. These open up. This would be wonderful to write a cute little message. You could even add a photo. And then up here at the top is where you would add your gift card. Now you could also add, even money or even just slip a note down in there. So let me just go ahead and I'll show you how simple these are. Now these only require one 12 by 12 piece of paper. Now if you're going to embellish them, like I have done layers of a different type of paper on top, then of course you would need more. But for just the base, it only requires one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. Now, this actual design can also be purchased at the Silhouette Design Store. This particular design is by Jamie Lynn Designs. It's design number 244186. So if you have a cutting machine, oh my goodness, that just makes this that much more simple. But I wanted to also show you, for those of you who don't have a cutting machine, you can still make this too. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I have already gone and cut my cardstock down. So the first sheet of cardstock you will need is 11 by 4 1/4. Okay, and then you are going to need another sheet of cardstock that measures 9 by 7 3/8. So just those two pieces, and once again, this came from just one sheet of 12 by 12. So let's bring in our scoreboard, and we will do our 11-inch one first. So on the 11-inch side, you will want to score at 2 3/4 and at 5 1/2. Simple, right? 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And as you can see, as I fold that up, we have already got the base to our gift card holder. Now bring in your second sheet. We're going to start on the 7 3/8 inch side. Okay, so we're starting on the 7 3/8 side. You want to score it at 3 1/2 and at 6 7/8. Okay, once again, 3 1/2 and 6 7/8. Now we're going to turn our paper to the 9-inch side. But just note, this little 1/2-inch score line, we want it at the top of our scoreboard. Okay, put it at the top when you're on the 9-inch side, because this first score line, we are only going to do a partial score line. So you'll want to start and you want to score it at the 4-inch mark, but only to this middle score line. Only to this middle score line right here, okay? And that's just the first score. Now the second score line can go all the way through, and that is at 4 1/2. So just all the way through. So we've got our first score line that just went up to the middle score line, and then our second one went all the way through, which was at 4 1/2. And we are done with our scoring. So I'll move that out of the way. Now we're just going to do some simple cutting. Now this is going to turn into our little pocket that will hold the gift card. So you can kind of see the shape right now. So what I'm going to do with this 1/2-inch score line over on my left-hand side, I'm going to cut out this box. Now, just on the very first line, we're going to cut out this box, and let me show you. Let me see if I can see my score line. Okay, just go up to that first score line, and over here, we're just going to cut that away. Okay, and then cut out this little tiny box here. Boom, and boom. Okay, do you see how simple that is? Now I am going to cut up this score line, okay? So this is what's going to fold to make our little holder. Now I'm going to miter these little corners right here so that the gift card holder will fold a little easier. And mitering, I'm just going to take a little tiny triangle out of that. Do you see that little tiny triangle? I'm going to do the same over here, okay? And then I'm going to do the same in this corner. So if I lay these both down, you can see that we've got one and the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and put it together. So I'm going to take this, let's go ahead and score on all of our score lines. And just like you can see, these are the tabs. We're going to put glue on our tabs, and then that's going to fold over. So let me grab my glue. I'm just using Art glitter glue today. Probably one of my most favorite. It has such a good hold when you're doing projects. And especially when we're going to be putting a gift card in here, you know, you want to make sure that the card holds together. So we've got glue there. We're just going to fold this over. And there is our little spot for a gift card. Okay, now before we get too far, I want to actually punch a little circle out of here, which will make it so that you can do the gift card a little bit easier. And it probably would have been better if I would have done that before I glued that. So kind of keep that in mind. But do you see how I just took a little half a circle out? That'll make it easy to lift that out. Now we're going to take this flippy flap, and that's what's going to adhere onto our base. So here's our base with the 3 sections, the bigger section and then the 2 other sections. We're just going to take our gift card holder, and right here we're going to add glue. This is what we're going to glue on to the back of our holder. Okay, does that make sense? So I'm going to add glue onto here. I was so excited to show you this because it's so easy. Actually, I get so excited to show you a lot of projects that I make. I love it when things come together and then they come together and they're easy. Bonus, right? Okay, I'm just going to fold that and burnish it so we've got a good crease there. And there is, it's kind of hard to see on the white, but there is our gift card holder. Now the gift card actually comes out over the top flap. And the way that we are going to hold this down is we are going to measure 1 1/8 inch. Let me grab my pencil. So I'm just going to eyeball it about in the center. And I'm just going to make a little line at 1 1/8 inch up from the bottom. Okay, so as you can see, I have just a little tiny mark. What we want to do, and let me bring in a scrap, is we just want to take an X-Acto knife and make kind of a frowny face. Okay, now I know that Stampin' Up! Does have a punch that is used for this, and I don't know what it's called. But it's very simple to just make this with an X-Acto knife. So I'm going to open this up. But as you can see, that's what we're making, is just kind of a little frowny face. Once again, it's at 1 1/8 inch up from the bottom. And I'm just eyeballing it. Nobody is going to see this. And I'm just going to kind of make, I don't know if you'd call it a frowny face or a rainbow. But this is going to be the notch that holds our gift card together. So that is the gist of this cute little gift card holder. And you can choose to decorate it however you'd like. Let me bring in my 2 again. Once again, I made it with these cute hearts. I think they turned out adorable. You know, I hope that maybe I have given you an easy idea if you have a gift card to give somebody. So thank you so much for watching. It was wonderful to have you here. I'm so excited to see you on the next video. Goodbye, everybody.